Okay, we're recording.
Yay. All right. Thanks, Lou. Welcome to the first 5 levels of leadership mastermind. Specifically, we were focusing on younger leadership and younger teams. And when we say mastermind, it's really is a collaborative mastermind, this weekly meeting. And because we are not just, Lou is not just teaching, I am not just teaching. We really want to hear from you, what's working for your team, specifically geared towards younger, but people are people and it works for everybody. So we're reading this book, 5 Levels of Leadership, which is just a tried and true process of when you are working with people. This is always the easiest place and most simplified and most effective place to fall back to. So, what's special about what we do in Plexus is that this really is a volunteer leadership program. We are not true bosses of anyone else. So if somebody's going to listen to you, it really is based on your influence and your leadership skills. So it's an important skill to, develop. So I like that we're spending time on this and refreshing. So Lou is going to give us just we're going to do some intros for all of us here today. And then Lou's going to do a quick recap, and then we're going to move into a few other things. Okay, so I am Kristen Love, and I've been a diamond in Plexus for a long time, like maybe 11 years. And it's been so wonderful. The products have been so stable. The company has been so stable, and all of the leadership on so many teams, but specifically ours, has been so helpful and so stable that it's just been, I'm so happy with the choice I made to partner with these products and all the people involved. And I have 5 children. They range from age 20 to 3. And not only are they healthy physically, a lot to do with Plexus and what I've learned through it, but I feel like I've been definitely a better mom to them. And they're all thriving. And partly it's, due to the skills that we're going to talk about in here today. So I'll pass it to Lou.
Okay, oh my goodness, so excited. My name is Lou Kroll. I'm 20 years old. I'm a senior silver with Plexus. I'm actually what you call a Plexus kid. My mom's a diamond. She's been sharing since I was 11, so I've kind of grown up in the Plexus world. I have personally been immensely blessed by the products. Since I was 11, I started just a couple months after she did. And so I've been so blessed. I fully believe in the products. And when I turned 18, I decided, you know what? I love these products. I'm going to tell people about them anyways. So I'm going to just jump in and start sharing. So I've been doing that for a couple years, and I'm just really excited to see all of us kind of have an opportunity to get together and grow with people in a similar phase of life. So thank you, Kristen, for kind of starting this. So excited.
Oh, you're muted.
You did. Yeah.
Shoshana and Lauren, y'all want to go next?
Sure. I'm Shoshana, and I signed up underneath Kristen because she invited me over for dinner, opened up her laptop, and she said the business works and the products work. And she signed me up in probably 20 minutes. People had been talking about Plexus all around me, and I hadn't heard them. And Kristen was the first person that just told me, and I am so glad that she did because it changed my life completely. Health-wise, it changed my life radically. But the business has been such an incredible blessing. I've been doing it for over 10 years. And it is, well, I guess as long as Kristen has, really, because I think I was one of her first ambassadors.
Yeah.
But my kids and I have been living on that residual income. We have been so blessed. We get to do ministry, love on each other, travel, and help other people do the same thing. And it has been an incredible blessing. And I'm so grateful for Kristen telling me about Plexus because I wouldn't change it.
I
Awesome.
love that. I've heard that story so many times too, which is just beautiful. I love that you're like, okay, Shoshana, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes later, you're set. I love that. So I'm Shoshana's friend. We've worked together for a long time, and I've been taking the products for, yeah, about 10, 12 years and loving them. And just this year got serious about sharing the products with others. So I just started actually working the business and am silver and inching towards senior silver. So I'm excited.
Congrats. Um, okay, so for the few people that just popped on, welcome. We're doing some quick intros. I'm actually thinking we'll pop the intros throughout. And what I want to say is this is a mastermind on the 5 levels of leadership. So be prepared to share because that's part of is collaboration is what makes us all better. Okay, so let's do one more intro and then we'll do more throughout. And then Lou will do her recap. Shauna, would you be able to go? Shauna Hicks?
Hey, sure. I am from Ontario, Canada, and I've been using the Plexus product since 2018. I started doing the business in 2020 when my husband had a pretty serious injury and was off work for a long time. And I told my upline I would never do the business, literally a month before. And when my husband wasn't earning the income that he had, I started praying. We needed a new door, we needed a new window in our living room, like a massive picture window. And I started praying specifically that the Lord would provide for exactly that. And for some reason, God just changed my mind about the business. I reached out to my mom and my sister, and I had 13 people signed up within 10, no, I had 10 people signed up within 13 days. And the Lord provided us a new door and a new window. So I'm at the moment, I'm not exactly where I want to be with my business, but it's still moving forward. And it's amazing to see the residual income still coming in. I still have some of the same people that I signed up that first week that are still ordering with me today.
Hey, that's awesome. All right, well, let's move into a little bit of the recap, and then I would like to hear more introductions before we transition to the next segment. All right, Lou, I think this is your.
Alrighty. Okay. Really quick before we start, something that I was thinking about just based off of conversations I've had in the last couple of years with Plexus is that this kind of Gen Z age group, most of us are on teams where we're the youngest by like 15, 20 years, which I personally love. I love talking to people of all ages, but this is like a really unique opportunity to grow with people who are in the same phase of life. So like Kristen said, we really want this to be collaborative and to hear from all of you, right? This book is all about leadership being influence, and every single one of us here has influence. So let's take advantage of this time where we can all grow together. And like I also want to say, like, don't let your age or your current rank in Plexus or whatever, any doubts you have in your mind keep you from sharing, because we're all going to bring different strengths and different perspectives and different insights. So I think this is going to be really strengthening and encouraging, and I'm so excited. So really quickly, I just want to recap just a little bit of the intro for those of you who maybe haven't read the book in a bit, or maybe it's your first time. And that is the quote that goes, "Leadership is influence. If people can increase their influence with others, they can lead more effectively." The reason this stands out to me is because I think most of us see leadership as, right, a title, a position that's like handed to us, or maybe something we've earned. But John Maxwell really flips the script here because position is actually level one. This is not our end goal. This is where a lot of us are starting. I feel like level one and level two are a little bit interchangeable. Like Kristen said, a lot of us started Plexus and had friends join, right? So we started from that relationship building at level two. But just to recap the 5 levels, the first one's position. People follow because they have to. And just to kind of get us thinking about examples of this, how many of us have met people who have a title, but maybe aren't good leaders, right? I think we've all met people like that. Oh my goodness. And then on the flip side, can you think of people who are trustworthy, great communicators? You feel like they really care about you, but they don't have a position. And yet you're like, I would follow you anywhere, right? For me, a specific example would be in my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, right? Because we have ranks. I have met so many black belts that actually are not people that you would ever want to learn from. You know, they're cocky, they don't really care. They're not easy to be around as people. While there's lower ranking people who I'm like, I would trust you to coach me any day because they care and they are there to help you succeed. So that's kind of something to think about, right? Level two, permission. People follow because they want to. A lot of us, I think, have had, like Krista was saying, her friend joined her so early on, and that was a relationship thing. She trusted her friend, Shoshana did, and look at where they are now. I'm seeing so many sweet teams in Cancun that are new, and it's all best friends, and they're like, "I trust you. Let's go do this together." So that's kind of the permission based level. Production, people follow you because of what you've accomplished, and just to apply it to Plexus specifically, results speak volumes, right? And so I feel like production in Plexus could look like people losing weight, moms having energy again for their kids, families having a second stream of income, right? That was huge for my family. My mom started Plexus, my dad was in the military, and we had so many more options because of that second stream of income. So people see what you're doing for others and they want to be a part of it, they want to come along. Level 4, people development. People follow you because of what you've done for them. And this is when we start developing other leaders, right? Like developing your first silver. You're helping them do what you've done. And that's contagious. I think most of us have seen when someone goes silver, it's like everyone else gets so hyped up and motivated, and you're like, let's go, like, let's do this. People want to follow you because they see that you're committed to helping them reach their goals, right? It's not about you, it's about you helping them, and they can feel that and see it. And then level 5 is the pinnacle leadership. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. John Maxwell describes level 5 leaders as having developed their own level 4s. And this is the most difficult one to achieve because he says that teaching followers to lead on their own is going to be harder than just leading followers, right? But the payoffs are so much greater. It's exponential growth, right? And these are the people creating huge organizations and opportunities. This is like legacy level leadership. So that's kind of a little recap of the 5 levels.
Before you go into that, I do want to say that level 3 could probably get people to like Ruby, Senior Ruby, Emerald, you know? So you might be hearing like, oh, level 4 and 5, how do I do that? That's what I would have to do to progress. And you really don't. Like that level 2 of connection, people know you care about them. And then level 3 of you produce together, that can take you, so far. And sometimes, so if you're here and you're like shooting for silver, senior silver, or gold, I'm not saying tune out level 4 and 5, but you can kind of tune it out for now.
Yes. Okay. So, the most eye-opening part for me, is realizing leadership is all about growing your influence in a way that actually serves people. And we are literally in the most perfect position to do this with Plexus. Like, are you kidding me? We are set for success because we have solutions to some of people's biggest struggles, and that's health and finances. We are in the perfect place to serve people in a really, really amazing way. So I absolutely love that. Already feeling my belief building. So the intro references 10 principles. We're not going to like go through all of them. I'm not trying to rewrite his book over here. But there was a couple that stood out to me that I just want to go over really quickly. And that is, one of them is the first one. You can move up a level, but you can never leave the previous one behind. And I think it's really interesting because at first I was like, are we in a positional leadership role as someone's upline? We're not in, like, we're not their boss, but we are in a position to, like, we have the responsibility to guide them through taking their products and teaching them how to earn their first paycheck. So we want to keep supporting them as their upline while we're building that relationship. So not leaving levels behind. Another one is the higher you go, the more time and commitment is required to win a level. I love that he says win because I'm very much like an achiever person. So I'm like, if I can win something, I'm in. And this is number 4. This is so self-explanatory. We can't expect level 4 results with level 1 effort, right? If we're not willing to put in the time. He compared it to a road with tolls, right? If you want to go further down the road, you have to pay the tolls. So we can't expect to grow and get higher in rank, higher in leadership if we're not willing to pay with more sacrifice and more energy and more time, more risks, right? So that's huge. Let's see, what was another one? Moving further up always requires further growth. My mom and I say this all the time. It's a quote from a stupid movie, but it's no pain, no gain. He says it in Here Comes the Boom, which is a good movie. It's so dumb, but I love it. No pain, no gain, right? If we're not willing to put in the time and the effort and grow and get uncomfortable, we're not going to move forward, right? Jim Rohn said, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better, right? So real life experience is going to be just as important as preparing to lead. We can prepare all we want, but if we're not willing to step out and do the thing, we're not actually going to make progress. So I think the last one I wanted to mention was you can't climb the levels alone, right? And Kristen was saying level 4 and level 5 are applicable kind of at a higher level. But I feel like it's really important just early on to get into that habit of bringing people with us, right? Because he said, if you think you're leading, but no one is following, you're only taking a walk. How embarrassing. Oh my goodness. So leadership is bringing people with you and helping them succeed, helping them hit their goals. So that was kind of a little recap of the intro. Yeah.
Good job, Lou. I like it. One thing that stood out to me, you were talking about the principles that stood out is you are not on the same level with every person. So even if you have helped, even if you have signed up someone and they went Ruby and you worked with them and you produced and y'all were friendly, still the next person you sign up, you have to remember, oh, I can't just roll into, level 4 stuff to remind that the steps matter. Okay, well, we are going to do the assessment in a few moments, but I would appreciate some more introductions. Nicole McFall, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nicole. I started my Plexus journey around 18 or so. And through college, just kind of built to senior gold in peak COVID when everything was booming. And my business has definitely followed me through many life changes, a couple moves, a house, marriage, a couple dogs. So really just trying to find the messy middle of where that fits working full time and still trying to grow and develop.
Good. Nice. So you're in the right place. I like that you started in college. That's cool.
Me too.
Yeah. Ashlyn Dixon, I know I see you're driving, but could you? Oh, sorry, I should have waited till she was at a stoplight or something.
Okay, sorry. I was
There
trying
you
to unmute that. My name's Ashlyn. I am 19. I'm actually Shoshana's daughter-in-law, so that's kind of how I got introduced
Nice.
to the world of Plexus. I was having some serious health issues, and so that's what got me started on the products. And I started those about 2 years ago. But this end of last year is when I actually started working the business. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now.
Cool. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
And she's right on the edge of hitting senior silver this month.
Ooh, that's a big deal. Very cool. Okay, Brooke, and then I'll read the message from Tracy in a moment.
Hi, my name is Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
I was first introduced to the products back in 2016, and I started selling them, and then I stopped, and I've done this like 4 times. This is my 5th time going for the business. But then I thought it was a me problem, and then I learned with maturity and wisdom and time that it was a mindset problem. So learning that and going through the growth that it takes just to believe in myself has got me here and got me back where I am. I'm 29 and I have 5 kids. And God just keeps bringing this back. Like, look, I have this open door for you if you would just say yes. And I've been 30 days in and really committed, and I'm close to senior silver already. And I've been a silver for like 10 years. So I'm like, it just takes really believing in yourself and then saying yes and going for it. So being able to shut down those doubts and strive for this is where I'm at right now. And it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, maybe next week you can bring a couple of the people your new people that have got, that you've had big growth with lately.
I would love that.
I'm going to read from Tracy. Tracy says, hi, ladies. I'm caring for a few of my kids with special needs right now, but I'm a gold ambassador and mama of 12, including 6 adopted from Ukraine. Life has been super full, but listening in. Plexus has helped her with migraines, exhaustion, and anxiety, and helping my daughter who has Lyme and major skin issues. Awesome. Those are such big things. Super impactful across all of you. Big ripple effect. Okay. Thanks for writing in. Okay, Lou, are we ready for our little assessment? Not little assessment. Are we ready to open our books and self-assess?
Yes.
Okay.
So ready. Okay.
We practiced playing soothing music for you so that we could do this together. Okay, so on page 22 is where it starts. And this is kind of your choice. We're only going to take 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes to do this. But page 22 is where it starts, and you kind of check off level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on then there are yeah. So we'll just go there and then we'll share some feedback between each other. So it's 10:26, so let's be back on at 10:30 and we'll review with each other.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna try to do the music.
Okay. Nice. I miss the birds, but you guys wouldn't miss the echo and all the other things that happen when the audio changes. Well, could you flag? Oh, Brooke says she's waiting for her book in the mail. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, Tracy, we didn't see. Couldn't even possibly take a pic of the page. You don't have the books. Okay, well, we just took a 4-minute bathroom break then for a lot of us. Did anyone have the book? No, nobody did. Okay. Um, well, it's valuable. Once you guys get the book and start looking at it, what it looks like is this, and you check off. So it starts with like level 1 and it has little boxes that you check off where you feel like you've achieved or experienced. And the same with level 2. You then check it off. And it just gives you, an honest assessment of where you are with things and good places to grow. Well, briefly hearing a recap of the 5 levels, I'd like to hear from each of you where you think you are and how that's good in your Plexus business and the area you'd want to grow. Lou, do you want to start?
Sure. Okay. So just looking at the 5 levels, I tend to, when I'm in a position of being in charge, I tend to really like step into that role, right? Because I feel like I have permission to. So I tend to do really well in that kind of a role. When I become someone's upline, I'm really excited to help them and be really like consistent. Level 2 permission. I work really hard on my relationships. When we get to level 3 production, that is where I see a lot of need for growth. Because I hesitate when it comes to helping other people in their goals because I think like, oh, I don't want to feel like I'm pushing them or being like pressury. I don't know if they want the same things I want growth wise. And so I think I definitely hold myself back big time. So that is kind of what stood out to me immediately was level 1, level 2 being interchangeable and pretty comfortable depending on the situation. And then level 3, really production. That's where I get caught up, I think, right now. So,
And do you feel like you get caught up because you think it might be pressuring your team members to produce?
right. Like, oh, like you can't, like, I want people to feel comfortable being here, like with me and like part of my team, even if they're not producing. But I also wonder how much I hold them back, like being that ceiling by not asking more questions and being like, hey, do you want more? Can I help you get more? Like, I hold back a lot. So,
Okay. So your focus is on not just producing for yourself, but producing with your team members.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Who else would like to, or all of you are going to, who else wants to go next in where you think you have strengths already and where you want to go? Brooke, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'll go next. I feel that I'm increasing in level 2, but the same as Lou. I think for the third one for me, I see like the vision that someone can become, and then the doubts that they have that start creeping up, like kind of take me back to when I started 10 years ago, and being in a place where I can encourage them to say, no, like you can do this, even though I'm at the beginning. I'm struggling with that because trying to overcome, for myself, something that I'm trying to help them with. That's where I'm at. That's where my growth is right now.
In inspiring them that they can do the business or in like locking arms?
Inspiring them that they can do the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some quick thoughts. Would you two like to hear since it's similar? It can look as simple as I assume, you have lots of customers. You're you've had some big growth lately, Brooke. As simple as well, as as simple and smooth as it is to help someone get on the products because you see how it would help them. And you're like, you probably say things like, I would love to see what this does for you. I think you do really well in the products. Literally, the same thing can be transferred over to the opportunity. I would love to see what you do with this if you share it with a few people. I can see how you have these qualities. Like, I see people really listen to you in your community and people really like you. I wonder, I would love to see what would happen if you tried to share a little bit. And then offering something to jump in with you, like that you're already doing or you're participating in with your team, could be the easiest thing. Not like that would be like a step towards that. It'd be, which is then you're just joining something together and going to something, versus like, I'm going to come over and do a launch party for you. like, like that might be out of your range right now, but just inviting someone to do something with you, like this book study is a good example. Or the next time your bigger team is having opportunity event, hey, could you just come with me? That might feel lower pressure for you and just kind of increase that muscle a little bit. Does that feel comfortable to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And what about like a team Zoom where they're explaining like the basics of the business? Would that be something good if they are interested but just doubtful? Would that be something good for them?
Absolutely. And one little thing you can do is if you know the people that are going to be speaking on it or sharing, if there's any sort of thread of familiarity between the person
Is she frozen for you guys too? Okay. I wasn't sure.
I felt like that was my golden ticket. She's like, this is what you need to learn. And then she freezes. I'm like, no.
And she'll come back.
I'll tell you because I'm her level 1. I'm a diamond as well. What she taught me. Oh, there you are, Kristen.
Yeah, I got on my cell rather than Wi-Fi. I don't know
We
what happened.
missed you on the common
Oh,
thread.
okay, so if you're inviting someone to if you're inviting your friend to any sort of event, the speakers, if there's any sort of commonality or common trait between tell your friend, they remind me of you, or I think you would relate to them, but don't tell them why. Let their curiosity have them show up. Be like, why does she remind me of her? So. But go ahead, Shoshana, whatever you were saying.
I just knew what you were going to say. So
I mean, it's not really a trick so much as it is like it's a curiosity peak to have people follow through. And I mean, if somebody said that to me, if Lou was like, hop on this jujitsu Zoom, the teacher reminds me of you, I'd be like, I care nothing about jujitsu, but I kind of want to see why this lady reminds me of you. So, so. Okay, who would like to share next about where they already know they have strength in the levels and where they want to go?
Sure.
I'm rip the Band-Aid.
Okay, go ahead.
So let me do it before my iPad dies because I had to switch to my phone. But I would say that I've been doing this long enough that I'm pretty good at getting good, like pretty strong at recruiting product users, and that my biggest hurdle recently has just been trying to get to a point where I'm recruiting people for the business, right? Like that's what I'm seeking them out for. So naturally, recruiting has slowed down, and I'm fine with that because I would rather recruiting slow down and find my right people than just keep. I'll find product users along the way anyway. So I'm tired of targeting just product users. My biggest hurdle has just been like my upline is my mother-in-law, love her to death. She's like, you need another you. I'm like, well, how do I find another me? You married into me. Like your son found me. So how do I find me? And just kind of trying to duplicate that and just find a couple people to link arms with and that are going to do this, I have a girl, tortoise in the hare. She will be the tortoise, so she will get there. But in the meantime, like I want some people whose feet will match their mouth and that look more like me. I'd say the people that took me to silver were people that looked like my mother-in-law, 15, 20, 30 years ahead of me in life. And so I want more of my demographic. And so like I see teams out here and, Lou and some like all of our Gen Z girls that get together. I'm like, okay, well, we all found each other, but like, why did we find each other on different teams? Why can we not be on the same team? Like, how do we recreate that? Social media is a great thing, but it's just a lot of that figuring it out. So I'd say like that's my weakness is not having business builders are made, not found, but you have to find the right person that has the business builder to be developed in them. And so finding those people.
Gotcha. So you're great at customers and product users, getting that. And then like what I'm hearing you say is you want like a Gen Z team.
Yeah. And like, I'm open to millennials.
I mean, any age
older
is great,
Gen Z, but like,
yeah,
I want people that I'm going to naturally hang out with that I'm in similar stages of life. So it's nothing age specific, but it's more like where are you at in life specific.
Okay. Yeah. You want someone that is committed and can reproduce, and like produce this also.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, you're in the right spot for going through that.
Okay, so this is a few times in me building the business. I actually worked with Kristen a lot. Kristen was really helping me a lot when I built my first team. I was sick and I had Lyme disease. And so she really was a strong point for me building my first one. So I didn't have a lot of confidence in building the second time. So built the first team underneath my husband and went to Diamond. And then the second time I built, and I was in a rough marriage, but I built my second team to Diamond, but barely got to Diamond, but I really didn't get to stage 4 or 5. I didn't train my people. I didn't build strong leaders. I just kind of, I wasn't showing up, struggling, investing in them the way I should have. And I watched that kind of, I saw the fruit of it and it was painful. It hurt me because I felt like I wasn't showing up to believe in them the way that I needed to believe in them for them to know how incredibly valuable they are and what they could truly be. And so now I'm building again. It's been 5 years. I've been living off this residual income. It's been incredible. The business is amazing. The products are amazing. I've been living off of this income for over 10 years now. And I'm just wanting to build all over again. I want to go to where my points are full diamond, 6,000, sign up again, go to diamond again, right? But I'm in a different place. One, I would say, is authenticity, being authentically me. I think before, when I was putting myself out there, I was insecure about the business. And because I was insecure about the business, I led with the products and I led with my sickness because I had been sick and it was easy to lead with sickness. It's easy to lead with sadness. I was sick, plexus, help me, now I'm happy. because we want to show people how much we care. And so for me, that was an easy way to do it is sickness. But I attracted sick people. And most sick people are going to stay in that mindset of sickness rather than that mindset of, I am going to help so many more people. When I focus on the business, I'm going to help tens of thousands of people when I focus on the business. And so I was stopping myself and my leadership in doing that. So this time around, I lead with the business and I lead with the products at the same time. So it doesn't matter what people are doing. What I have been purposeful to is immediately, like I talked to a lady yesterday and I said, I'm doing this challenge. I'm getting ready to do it in March. And It's, helps your gut produce GLP-1. I'm just learning all about it and I'm really excited about it. And I said, I'm getting started. I'm ordering mine today. If you order yours today, we can do it together. We can share our results. It's going to be great. She's like, okay, let's do it. She's like, well, I said, well, let's get your products paid for. Who are some people that we could literally get in this group right now? They would need to order soon so they can be a part of it with us right here, right now. She's like, well, I talked to my sister, but my sister said if I have results to let her know. I said, there's a 60 money back guarantee. She can do this with us for 2 months. And if she doesn't like it, she can get her money back. I'd love to help you. And so immediately I recognize this time around. I recognize one, I am blessing the socks off of people if I don't allow my insecurity to get in the way of their success. And so I want to tell them right away, and I want them to make a paycheck right away because if I don't help them make a paycheck right away, they're not going to catch the vision. They're not going to know. They might, like Lauren, it's 10 years from now, right? And she's catching it now.
But I'm also like, oh my word, why did I not do this before? Like, this is so great. This is so fun. I'm helping people. Like, yeah, yeah.
But it
And
has really,
you may have if Shoshana had come in with that energy.
right,
Yeah.
100%. It would have changed everything. If I would have come in from the very beginning with that, it would have changed everything. And I would have built a much stronger, healthier team for everyone involved. So this time around, what I have noticed is so Ashlyn, my daughter-in-law, love her to pieces. She's the best ever. She saw results with the products. And when she had a friend who was really hurting, she was like, Ashlyn didn't think she was going to do this business at all, but she got to see her help one of her friends, and her friends got results like this. And her friend made a paycheck off the very beginning. Ashlyn actually helped me she just got started in the business and she actually helped me change my mindset because Ashlyn leads with the business so incredibly well. And as long as I've been doing this, she has really helped me in realizing I need to go after the people that I want to work with, that I want to be in business with. And I need to tell them point blank, I want to be in business with you. I want to work with you. I want to go to convention with you. I want to party with you. I want to stay up late nights and work with you. And it really has changed my business. So we've just been growing as a team, working collectively all together. And all of us are building, all of us are growing, all of us are becoming successful. And I can see all of us being like from the very beginning and then all of us in Hawaii. And it's like a blooming flower. I love it.
Okay, so Shoshana said a couple things I really want to drive home for all of you. One is she's just learning about the GLP-1 stuff. She doesn't have results, but she's already bringing people on board in an honest, excited way. And that's something that I really, if I could make all of you get over one thing on this call, that would be the thing, is that you don't have to have results in yourself in order to bring people along with you. You can trust the information that's being shared and trust that you guys can all in a journey do things together, exactly as she's saying. And the same goes for leadership. The people on your team, like Nicole, you're saying like, oh, like I want to find the people that can. I can promise you that nobody would be offended at Shoshana saying like, I want to, even if they're joining for the products, if she said to them, I want to work with you, like it's a compliment. It is not pressure. It's just, she's just expressing a desire. She's not saying you need to do this. She's saying, I want to work with you and I want to go to convention with you and I want to do those things. And if you can take a moment and think about someone saying that to you, how that would make you feel. You know, if your friend who had just started something and she was excited about it and she not only wanted you to try something with her product wise, but she was like, no, I really think you could do this and we could do this together and I would want to do it with you. Like that would touch my heart, you know? I'd be like, oh, okay, you see something in me and that does sound fun. Whether or not people are ready for that at the moment, that's, you know, something you have to hold with an open hand, but they're much more likely to you increase your odds of working with the people you want to work with. So yeah, so what she said was that she wasn't relying on some like long result history in order to bring on board. And I want you to remember that. And second, she's excited about it. And third, she's just expressing her desires. She would love to see them try it. She wants to work with them. She thinks they could do amazing at it. Let's try, and that to me doesn't feel like pressure. A lot of you here today felt like production mode, felt like it's possible pressure. So remember Shoshana as you're thinking about that, like it's her passion and her desire fronting, not pressure. Okay. And she's going after healthy people. I mean, sick people are great too, but it's you. Who would like to share next? Where they already feel successful in the levels and a place they'd want to go.
I can hop on here really quick. So I like literally just read this because I don't have the book yet. But I was looking at level 1 and level 2, and I feel successful in that I care about people and I want to help them and I love seeing them win.
Mhm.
But I think I'm still at level 2 because I'm reading through this and where it says, do I know their strengths and weaknesses and how they complement mine? I feel like I need to ask more questions and listen so I know my people really well and I can show up with them and for them where they're at. So I feel like I need to grow in listening.
Okay.
Like I see people, I see their potential and I'm like, "Oh, let's go. Like you can totally do this. Like I will help you. Like we can do this together." But I feel like I need to really listen to where they're at and be able to recognize not just their potential, but the things that are holding them back and how I can help them with that. And I feel like also I'm looking in the mirror when I'm saying this too, because there are things that are holding me back. Like so many of you guys shared like, oh, like I don't want to like pressure anyone or like I want to make sure this is what they really want. Um
They
Shoshana,
don't know if they want it yet or not.
yeah, exactly. I didn't know that I wanted it. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was possible for
Yeah.
me to do this
They
business.
don't know till they try. So.
Yeah. And Shoshana, she lent me her strength and her belief, and she was like, you could do this. Like you could help your people. Like, and she also knows me, so she knows that I love to have fun. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to convention. I want to dance in the 80s party and like all these things, right? And she's like, you could do this, and not just that, but like you could bring your people. Like,
Mhm.
I'll help. And also she showed up. She was like, I will help you. And she followed through with those things too. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, so I don't know if that would made sense, but I feel like I'm at level 2, in building my own belief and not letting my weaknesses hold me back or my people or hold my people back in helping them too. So,
So you feel like that the people you bring on, that they would feel cared about and cheerlead. Sorry, my dog. And yeah, it sounds like you're just ready. like I'm hearing you say like, oh, I know that I care about the people and I want to see them succeed. Shh, Teddy, shh. And now you're just like ready to go. That's kind of what I hear. I like it. Okay, well, this came to me as you were talking. We could maybe start a Facebook chat, or if everybody's on Facebook, if not, we could do WhatsApp or text. And maybe we could even do some production type events just with us here. So we have some applicable things to work on because I'm sure as you guys have been listening, you've been thinking, oh, my friend would like to hear from this, or my friend would like to hear from her. That's probably dots have probably been connecting there. So it's something we can do as a part of this. We only have 5 minutes left. We wanted to keep it at an hour. So who would like to start that chat on Facebook? We would need to take a picture of everybody's names. Is everybody on Facebook? Messenger? Messenger? Okay, some people I can't tell, maybe in the chat. If you're not, say that you're not. Okay, Nicole says, writing down all the names of the people I need to tell them that I want to work with them. Yeah, it's true. It's a compliment. I don't know how that could not be a compliment. I just don't know. Okay, could you raise your hand if you're willing to start a messenger chat with all of us? Lou? Okay. And would you guys, in the next couple weeks, would you guys be up for doing some sort of event together? We need to think about what we could do. I've heard messenger events are powerful. I've heard speaking. I've even heard we could, would you guys be up for that? Okay. Okay, cool. All right, well, next week, what we're going to do on March 3rd is we will be covering positional leadership. And it is I don't know what chapter it is, but it's just level 1. So go ahead and read that before next week. And we'll be discussing how it relates to your Plexus business and what you can do to advance in those areas. And we can also brainstorm between now and then over what you guys think would be most effective for enhancing your business. Sound good? Lou, you want to say something before we go?
Yeah, I'm just really excited. Obviously, this was the intro, and so hopefully we can all come, ready to share. Definitely also like we want to bring people into this so they can be encouraged as well. So if you have friends in sidelines that have been doing the business, or maybe they're like starting to drop off or anything, like let's pull people in, right? We want to like encourage this, help people keep growing. So definitely if you don't have the book, get the book, read the book. And yeah, so excited for next week.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. That was really fun. And Ashlyn, I want to hear more from you next week about what you say about the business, how you lead with that. So I may call on you first.
Sorry I'm driving today, but it was
All
great.
good. All
Sounds
good.
everybody.
But I'm ready to hear how you lead with the business because that sounds cool.
Sweet.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye, guys.